Hello and welcome to my second how to create your own minigames tutorial. Um, as I said in the last video today, I'm going to make the minigame work, and if I have time I'll make it award points. So I'm going to start right away. You got to add a folder to your minigame, call it minigame info, insert another folder into there, call it contestants, and this one call it temp contestants. Okay, so what are these, right? Contestants will be everyone that participates in the minigame. Temp contestants will be everyone that's left in the minigame. So people who die, people who leave, and people who win will be taken out of here. And there's other things I gotta create. A bool value. This one's going to tell the server script here. I'll call it main. It'll tell the main script that the minigame has to stop. And another one is the time. I'll just call it time, which is an int value. And this is the amount of time it'll take for the minigame to end. And a string value to make it fancy. I'm going to call it objective. And what this is going to do is it's going to tell all the players, all the contestants actually, what their objective is. So if they're going to be racing, because that's the first minigame I said I was going to make, we're going to have it say, make it to the end before the time runs out. Now I'll go through the teleports. I'll delete every single one except for one. And I'll make this wider and a lot longer actually. Okay, so since I have 8 players per minigame, I'm gonna have 8 spawns, 8 teleports. Okay, I gotta expand this. Oh. Okay, that's expanded, and I gotta add 4 more teleports. In the end, I'll make it a red part that you have to touch. And I'll call it end. Alright, so that's done. Now you gotta create a script inside your minigame and disable it. Name it minigame script. And this is what's going to make your minigame work. It won't be this script here, because you'll have a huge, messy script, and that's not what I like. So, our minigame script is going to get, when the end part is touched, it's going to add them to a table called winners, and it's going to take them out of temp contestants, because that's whoever is left. And I'll create a module script inside this to make it cleaner, call it functions. It'll make it cleaner, and you could use it on all your other minigames. And in the end, you could actually just erase the entire minigame script without losing everything that's in here. So I'm going to start with module dot winners equals the table. Now function, this first function is going to be module add winner. This will add a player to the table. Actually, I'll create another function here. Module is contestant. Okay, so the reason why I make this one first is because this one's going to check if they're a contestant. That way, if somebody glitches into the minigame, then they can't cheat their points. So, module is contestant. Alright, for IV and pairs, I'm going to make another variable up here, minigame equals script.parent.parent. Okay. Okay, so if now we're going to check if they're one of the players left. That way, if they happen to have died, then they glitch into the minigame, they still don't get their points. So we're going to check if temp contestants find first child player.name, or yeah, minigame info. There. So this checks if they're part of the temp contestants, and if they are, well, we still have to check if they're in here, if v is equal to player, v dot value, because in here we're going to have object values, which will have the value of each player that's playing. Don't forget the end there. And here, so we just return v and return nil, or false and true. If module is contestant player, then so here it checks if they're a contestant. If they are, then it's gonna do table.insert module.winners player. And is that it? We'll add another one. Module function module is winner player. For IV in pairs, module.winners do if v is equal to player, then return v, return nil. So this checks if they are a winner. So we can do it here, module and not module is is winner player. So if they are a contestant and they're not already a winner, then we add them to the table. Alright, that stuff's done. Now here, when the end part's touched, first start off by creating a variable called Minigame, which is going to be script.parent. And we have to require the module, so functions equals require. Okay, so what this does is functions will be the same thing as this. You can see when I select this, it selects all the other modules in the script. So it's gonna have module.winners, modules is contestants, etc., etc. Okay. So that's done. Minigame.end.touched connect function. So here I'm gonna do like a kill brick, but it just won't kill them. It'll add them to the winners. So local equals hit.parent find first child humanoid. If then local player equals game.players get player from character parent. If player, then functions add player. Not add player, add winner player. Now I'll teach you how to do a countdown, because we're going to be counting down from the time, and then we're going to check if temp contestants is empty or equal to 1. If it is either of those, then it'll end the minigame right away. And at the end of your script, set minigame.minigame.info.finished.value equals true. Now we start the countdown. So for I equals minigame.minigame.info.time.value to 1, -1 do. And wait 1. Now I have to actually go back to my main script here. Right. Okay. I have to make this a global variable, so all the scripts in the game, other than local scripts, can send messages. So all we gotta do is do this. And we add the _g dot. What this does is it allows any script in the game that isn't a local script, because unless it's set in a local script, then it won't work in local scripts. But anyways, I'll be able to get this from any script in the game. So all I gotta do is this. The minigame will end in toString I seconds. I'm actually going to check if I is equal to 1, then I forgot to press 1. Gonna have some make it fancy. If it's equal to 1, then we won't have the S there. You can read it and you'll easily figure out why I did that. And that's all I need for the message, but now I need to check for when the minigame needs to end. So if # number of minigame.minigame info.contestants, no, temp contestants smaller or equal to 1, then we'll end the minigame. That is not it. I'm gonna add, so it removes them from the temp contestants folder. I'm going to set that as a variable. If child, then child destroy. So that means when they win, it's going to remove them from the players that are left. And test it. I'll drag it in. Wait, I forgot something. Since it's only one player playing, it'll end right away, so I gotta set that 0. This should but it doesn't wait. So yeah, I can't even make it to the end. Okay, gotta go back to the main script. First, gonna start by clearing the current minigame. That's all you need to do. That'll clear everything inside the current minigame. And here I'm gonna repeat wait until clone.minigame.info finished.value, and we'll wait. That'll be our intermission time. Then we're going to do a message, the minigame has ended. And okay. So now it'll teleport us to the minigame, and it'll end whenever we finish. Never mind, it won't. I wonder why it won't. Oh, right, because this is disabled. So we're gonna do another countdown here for I equals 3 to 1, negative 1, 2. If you don't know how countdowns work, go back in the video. Okay, I'll actually explain it again. So a regular for loop goes like that. It counts up by 1, but instead if we count by negative 1, it'll start counting down, and that's what it does. It counts from 3 to 1 going down. And that's, no, I forgot to enable it. Clone.minigame script there we go. That will enable the script when the minigame starts. 2, 1. Uh-oh. Temp contest. Oh, I probably messed up somewhere in here. Okay, why isn't it red? Line 20. Wrong script. Line 20. Get children. Hopefully you noticed that problem before I did. We were trying to get the number of an object, but that doesn't work. We have to get the number of a table, the table of every temporary contestant. So if that was the only error, it'll work now. I'm gonna have to fix that. The minigame has ended already. What? And there's an error. Okay. Oh. Hopefully you didn't put an S there like I did. Now it should work 100%. I didn't check. Oh, great. At least the minigame ended as soon as we died. Now it's choosing a minigame. Oh. Wait. Why does it end right away? Do I have it set to true? No. Okay, so that was the problem here. I'm gonna find out why the minigame ends right away. I'll be back when I figure it out. Okay, I figured out the problem. If I go to main, I forgot to add the object values when I teleport them. So you gotta create an object value for both the contestants folder and the temp contestant folder. Okay, so that's one for the temp contestants, and this one's going to be for the regular contestants. Now we're going to do v.character.humanoid.died connect function hug obj2 or obj destroy. So when they die, it'll remove the temp contestant value, and I'm also going to get it when they leave. Function game dot. Okay, so now it adds the things to the folder, so it should be good to go. Ooh. Alright, perfect. Now that should end the it did not end the minigame. But it did stop counting, right, because I commented this out. Okay, perfect, it works. So that's how you get your minigame to work. In the next video, I'll get points down and stopping the players from moving when they get teleported so they don't fall off the edge once the moment they're teleported, because right now it catches them by surprise and they jump off like that, and I don't want that happening. So yeah, in the next video, points and disabling their movement. I'll see you in the next one. Before I end off the video, I forgot to tell you guys that this will work with filtering enabled. So go ahead and go to workspace, go to properties, and check filtering enabled. And now I'll see you in the next video where I'll be awarding points and disabling character movement.